What's up? I locked myself in a room until I made like 10 to 15K a month profit after tax consistently. And looking back at it, if there's one skill that I wish I had put more time into, or one skill that if you aren't there watching this video can just have to double down on and learn, which is the most important valuable skill in any business model, in my opinion, it's how to make really good ad creatives for paid ads, right? Paid ads are fantastic. In my personal opinion, the best way to get new customers, a consistent flow of new customers in any business model. And even though I did it with e-com, with dropshipping, you can do this. This applies, what we're going to talk about in this video, to pretty much every business model out there. And so today the plan is I'm actually going to break down a couple ads that have spent a lot of money in the past by other people to really just figure out exactly, okay, why have they sold well and how can you repeat the same thing for yourself. Now, I'm not sponsored by PPIs or anything, so don't worry about that, but I just think it's a pretty solid tool for competitor research or for ad spy purposes, which is essentially what it's made for. So yeah, I just hopped in, basically US, over 50,000 impressions and a like rate above 2%, because this is really this shows, first of all, that the ad has spent a lot of money, like just spying ads in the US in general, because that's where everything is from. That's where ads are being ran first. And then like rate over 2% is just on TikTok as like one of the best really ways to see engagement, right? On Facebook, if you do this, I would probably just look for shares, for comments, whatever. On TikTok, I'd really like to see if it has a good like rate. So I'm just going to try to see if I can find like a problem solving product instead of majority clothing products on here. Let's look at this one, for example.
Right here by Sniff, Rose Era. Oh my God.
Okay.
I just put it in order. I'm going to go pick it up now. On my life, it's been years since I have fallen in love with a perfume like this.
Okay, so it's a perfume product. I'm not 100% sure if this is a pheromone perfume, because that's a really popular product. But it seems like just a normal type of UGC ad. So what's really important about this is, at first, it doesn't matter what, every time you do ads, like you should really just look at what type of ad concepts is the person on the other side running, right? So it's like the competitors, take a look at what they're doing. And this is like what you will find majority of the times on TikTok is UGC, which is essentially one creator speaking to the camera, and instead of the ad positioning itself as the brand, it kind of is just like a review style video or reaction or whatever of a creator. And this is exactly what happened here. Now, why exactly has this ad on TikTok has been running for 19 days and has a 4.1% like rate, which is crazy. 56.7K impressions. Obviously, we know PPIs is off a little bit, but let's actually see why it did so well. So very first thing I look at every single time that I break down ads, I look at the hook, right? So I look at the first 3 seconds or first couple seconds. Let's see what she's done here.
By Sniff, Rose Era. Oh my God, I just put it in order. I'm going to go pick it up now. On my life.
Yeah, so basically what she did
Right
is we have this comment right here, right? It says, someone tagged me when she posts what perfume, right, with the emoji. So I'm not 100% sure this is a fake comment. And the cool thing about this is that every time you have a comment like this on TikTok, and especially, and I've seen this again and again, with some type of website in the background, it just spikes curiosity. So, right, so over on this video, I'm not really going to talk about aesthetics a lot, right, because I think text placement, pacing, all these things like are basics. And so I just want to really figure out what is the direct response elements and aspects that the ads have used. And if you look at this one, they really double down on curiosity, right? So it really comes down to spiking people's curiosity. And when you see a visual hook like this, right, with a comment and then just like a website in the background, typically for very fast paced, short attention span, quick impulse purchase products, this works super well. Now, obviously she's super close to the product. There's some type of movement. She's moving around. Every time you have some type of motion or movement in your video, in your hook, it's going to boost up engagement. It's going to increase hook rate. So let's hear what she says.
By Sniff, Rose Era. Oh my God, I just put it in order. I'm going to go pick it up now.
Yeah, so she kind of tells a little bit of a story. This is kind of like a storytelling ad that she's going to pick something up. It's kind of a reaction. She says, oh my God. She shows a reaction here. So this visual hook and hook is done extremely well. And it's everything you see here is on purpose, right? So nothing is on accident. Everything that she's done, this kind of movement in the beginning, the website in the background, a comment on top, all of these have a psychological effect. I would say mainly mainly what she sparked with this is curiosity, because people who are unaware of this brand, unaware of this product, are gonna have no idea what this is, and it's immediately, this is like a very strong scroll stopping effect what this hook has done on the people. So let's actually see what she's done after the hook.
In my life, it's been years since I have fallen in love with a perfume like this. I think the last one I fell in love with was Ariana Grande Cloud. But the way I sprayed it way earlier, and I'm still smelling it, like even when I make one time.
Yeah, so she talks about past experiences, kind of that, you know, she's never or for the last whatever period of time, she hasn't had an experience like this, right? Very good way of just kind of, yeah, building up even more curiosity, but like really pushing the unique mechanism, right? So it's like the problem that kind of that people have that are interested in, that the target demo has of this ad, of this brand, basically is that like they have been looking for a very long time and they haven't just come across that one thing, that one smell that they really liked. And she's done that extremely well, actually talking about past bad experiences, but now finally she found the solution. Again, this is a very strong direct response element which you have to really put in. Also, she's proof, like there's a lot of proof that she did right now, and also social proof by talking about, you know, other people's experiences. All these things are elements that just boost up your direct response in every single ad that you see and that you make. Okay, so keep this in mind.
Tiny movement. I'm so excited. I'm gonna open it with you guys.
Yeah, so this is a very classical storytelling type of thing. It's like instead of just her sitting in front of the camera, it's actually like this is like a pretty long ad, 2-minute for TikTok, and there's something happening, right? This ad doesn't seem like a crazy salesy ad, and so this is typically works super well for UGC concepts, because people, like, one thing which you got to understand is people love buying, but people hate being sold to, which is kind of a super important thing to understand. Every single time you make an ad, right, figure out what ad concept you want to make, right? If it's like a UGC ad, then you can't be salesy, right? Because the whole point of a UGC ad is to not appear like an ad, okay? And again, she's done that very well. Let's keep watching.
I still think you'll understand. Perfume is like my sense carrying me through the years, honestly. Ooh, very, very pretty.
Reaction, unboxing, fantastic.
Really still smelling it on me. Every time I go into Ulta, I forget about it. So it's a floor.
Yeah, now she's just yapping.
That one kind of gives me like old lady vibes. This one being rose, I thought it would. Ever heard of this? Like, don't go to the store and see if you like it. Like, keep smelling yourself.
Yeah, and this is a very important one where I just skipped to, where she says, "Hey, just walk to the store and just try it, just see if they have it." This is something which is called simplicity, right? So every single time that that you see creators doing this, essentially this is also on purpose. It's not that you just do it, like, it's not being salesy. It's actually the exact opposite. It's actually showing how easy it is to try or to use the product. It's so simple, it's so easy. Essentially what they're doing is they want to lower the effort and sacrifice and the time delay of you actually achieving your dream outcome, right? So she's already preparing for the offer. She's already preparing the call to action. Again, all of this that you see is on purpose. And so simplicity is a very, very good direct response element that you should also definitely include in all of your ads.
I recommend like going into Ulta, leaving, and then for the rest of the day, see how it lasts on you, and then you decide.
Yeah. Offer, right? So it's like you can try it, whatever. If you don't like it, then you can just leave, which is exactly part of the offer. Obviously, this is a big brand, so she can pull that off. If you don't have a real store, then it's not going to be possible. But you can have a lot of very, very strong, really just call to actions where you don't just slap the offer on there, right? Obviously, it works because realistically, at the end of a 2-minute, 14-second video, there's not going to be a lot of people left watching, right? So that means that usually you can be a little bit more salesy, a little bit more pushy, because those people that watch 2 minutes, like, what are they still doing on the ad? Why are they not on the website yet, right? So most people will have already scrolled past or just clicked on the website. So the people that are still here, and especially this applies if you have a longer ad concept, then definitely you can be more salesy and actually push the offer much more than she has done it. But she has the advantage of just, building it into the offer that people can just try it and they can just leave if they don't like it, right? Which is a very fantastic call to action. She's also not directly looking at the camera and telling, hey, walk to the store right now and try it. She's not doing that. Okay, what she does is like she kind of looks down, she looks here, looks there. She basically, again, it's very well done. She doesn't try to really be extremely salesy and just tries to like completely not appear at all like an ad.
Wow, very exciting. Rose era by Sniff.
Yeah, so a little bit of humor, a little bit of like a summary at the end. Also very fantastic call to action. If you just say the brand name, it just reminds people a little bit, hey, I just watched an ad. So also very good way of, not being too salesy though. So that's really a very good combination. And just because like she's really put a lot of effort into the ad, it seems like this creator has actually made a very long organic video. This is one of the reasons why this ad has a fantastic like rate. So I should actually keep looking if we find like another problem solving. I see something right here.
Honey, can you give me my blush?
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Look, it works with my pH.
Oh, wow.
And can you give me my lipstick, please?
Yeah, which one is it?
It's the same one.
Really?
Yeah. So, okay. So I'm assuming this is some type of, this is the blush that they're selling. So it's a TikTok shop ad. It has 178,000 impressions and 2% like rate. I'm not 100% sure if this is an organic video that they're using. I don't know how PPIs really works. They kind of changed up a lot. But the thing is, the point of this video, why it did so well, at least for impressions and like rate, is like the hook again is super, super strong, right? So it's like immediately there's like this whole entire screen full of basically the faces of these two people. It's actually like a very good way to just increase engagement, right? If you look at every single thumbnail on YouTube that have a lot of views, it's always when the face is like super close to the camera, right? And that does something with the psycho. All of these things have psychological effects on people. Now what she does say here is like, can you give me my blush?
Honey, can you give me my blush?
Yeah.
It's also the same thing, curiosity. I wouldn't say this is the craziest hook rate, but what I think is like what she's done super well in this entire ad, if we watch again.
Look, it works with my pH.
Oh, wow.
And can you give me my lipstick, please?
Yeah, there's not one scene which is boring. So what we saw in the other video, right? There were like scenes where she was just yapping or but she wasn't saying anything. This here is really good in terms of pacing, right? So I said in the beginning, I'm not going to talk too much about pacing because that's the basic, but there's no second in this ad until now that has been wasted, right? It's like there's and I'm assuming that like this probably works super well. I'm not an expert in this area, but like if you look at it, does what it's supposed to do. People probably like it and need this, and so it's like a very good combination of like curiosity and just a perfect pacing to keep people engaged, keep people hooked. And those people, I'm not sure if this is a perfect hook rate, but those people who watch the hook watch it all the way through the end. Let's actually take a look if they have a call to action. Okay.
By buying beauty.
Yeah.
Saves you time and money.
Okay, cool. Like exactly the same thing like they've done before. She's kind of doing his makeup, so it's kind of again humor, and then also mentioning the brand, right? So it's a very good way as well to not appear too much like an ad. And this is something which you will come across a lot more on TikTok. On Facebook, people tend to be just a little bit more salesy, just you can pull it off, right? It's a different audience, but it works, right? So this is definitely something which you gotta keep in mind. Let's see if we find another like.
I thought I would do a haul of everything that they've given me.
Yeah, this is a very good example. So this is jewelry. She does a haul, which is essentially same thing like we saw before. It's just appearing like an organic video. I'm assuming this was uploaded as an organic video, and then like 7% hook rate is very uncommon for an ad. So this might have been a Spark ad. But the reason why it did so well, and it is doing so well, is like the visual hook is fantastic, right? So it's like really, again, she's close to the camera. You see no annoying text on it. There's like, this is completely done on purpose. And let's just see which elements of direct response she's used here.
So many people ask me where I get this necklace
Yeah,
from.
so many people ask me whatever, like whenever you hear that, it means like that this is an element of social proofly, but just urgency, right? So this creates a lot of urgency and scarcity in people, because if there's so many people asking, obviously everyone knows every brand has a limited stock. And so like, if I could imagine, let's say a young girl watches this video and thinks, okay, damn, like thousands of other girls are buying it right now, like I need to have this right now. So it creates a lot of scarcity, a lot of urgency, and a lot of social proof, right? Because if you know, as a customer, as a prospect, that 1,000 others have bought this because of this video, then bro, I'm the next one. This is made for me. So this is like a very resonate with the avatar, with the target demo. So it's very well done again.
Jewelry, but I thought I would do a haul of everything that they've given me because I thought you all love it as well.
I thought you all loved it as well. It was the same thing, right? So it's like, just creates urgency again.
Wearing their matching cross earrings to go with this often. Little raindrops.
Let's see the call to action.
I'll buy this necklace. I hope you'll buy everything else.
Yeah, I hope y'all buy everything else. Yeah, I mean, she says it laughing, she doesn't want to appear too salesy. Yeah, there's like the reason. This is really an ad that's like a very good example for urgency. And essentially, if you break down, we could do this for hours, but you kind of get the point. So basically what you should always be doing in your ads is figure out what ways, what elements of direct response can you put into your ads, right? So it's like, there's like, just like I just said, I mean, there's a couple ways to really do this very, very intensively. So it's really big one is curiosity, it's simplicity, right? Making it appear simple to achieve the dream outcome. Figuring out what ad concept you use before even just starting to open up CapCut and just doing it, right? And all these things, these very small things, are all done on purpose, and there never should be a single second in your ad that is just there randomly. Okay, so should every single ad that you break down, and then you really start to shift away from, okay, I need to have the perfect text placement and everything, to really just making a very good video. And if I can give you one last piece of advice in this video before I let you go, it's that the visual hook matters a lot, because in every single ad that we've watched so far, there was a crazy visual hook, or there was something which just immediately what people saw, not what they heard, what they saw just sparked their attention. And that's what you want, right? Visual hook over text hook. I say this every single time. I think the visual hook is the strongest thing that you can have in your hook. And so yeah, that was pretty much it for this video, guys. I want to say thank you so much for giving me your time and your attention, which are truly your most important assets, and I wish you a beautiful day.